One Nicaraguan and 14 Mexican suspects are now in custody after U.S. Border Patrol officials say they allegedly used fraudulent documents at the Gulf Coast Safety Council in St. Rose Wednesday morning. Federal agencies found the suspects at the facility, which provides industry-specific safety training for local employers. Investigators say the suspects appeared to have counterfeit Social Security cards and driver's licenses. In a statement, U.S. Border Patrol New Orleans Sector Chief Gregory Bovino said, "These arrests represent a beautiful example of Department of Homeland Security components working together to ensure national security." The arrest comes a couple of weeks after a massive ICE raid rounded up a suspected 680 undocumented workers at 6 different food plants in central Mississippi. Our Voice, a community organization in New Orleans, condemns these arrests. To describe the ripping apart of families as beautiful is horrifying, the organization says. These asylum seekers are not a national security threat. They were arrested while taking safety training to ensure they could safely provide for their families.
I think what's unclear is there's this big myth, they don't get papers because they don't want to. No.
Immigration attorney and law professor Maria Pabon says there should be higher priorities when it comes to enforcement.
If you had already deported and extracted every single trafficker and drug cartel, then I would think spend the resources on these quote-unquote low-hanging fruit. But we're not there yet. They're continued threats to our country's safety. And also, we need to have comprehensive immigration reform.
The 14 adults are now being held at the St. Tammany Parish Jail awaiting possible federal prosecution. The unaccompanied minor was processed and has been turned over to the Office of Refugee Resettlement. In St. Rose, I'm Carice Jackman, Eyewitness News.
The Gulf Coast Safety Council provides background screening and Social Security verification for companies, and we do not know right now if the suspects were workers at the Gulf Coast Security Council. We reached out to that company after hours, and we're still waiting to hear back.